Cursed and wretched with a bottomless hatred for the living, today we're painting trench ghosts. Hello and welcome to another episode of Blastercated Painting. Last year I painted up some trench ghosts that I converted. Just really simple paint job and conversions. Today I'm going to paint up some of the Ghosts of No Man's Land from Wargames Crew. These are really cool miniatures. They're ghosts that are also soldiers. Well, anyway, we're going to do a really simple paint job on them. And yeah, let's just get into it. So here they are. I spray painted them gray and then gave them a zenithal of white, just a really light zenithal of white from above. And we're going to take some desert sand and some speed paint medium, and this is going over the main jacket of the trench ghosts. Just the main jacket. And we're going to take some US olive uniform and speed paint medium, and this is going to go over the helmets of any of the trench ghosts. So the idea for this paint job is to make them fairly generic, like generic soldiers, really simple color schemes that are just like military colors, so they could kind of be any group, so that they're not just like, these are definitely from these people or these people, because there's, in the lore, it's like a bunch of different ghosts kind of all get together and hate the living as a group. So yeah, I'm going to use very simple color scheme because it's not going to be the focus. The flames and all that are really kind of going to be the main feature of the miniature. So super easy color scheme to start with, and then yeah, we're going to make it look good. I think we're going to make it look good. Next, we're taking some blue black here, and we're heading over to our, what would be like the heretic priest, I guess, of the group. And it's just going on all these, I don't know what they're called, prayer shawls or whatever. And we'll take some Moon Lake coral. This is going to go up on the part of his staff here that's got some spikes and some, you know, a little bit more ornate there. And then also the insides of his hat, inside those like designs basically. Then we're taking some leather and some speed paint medium. This is going to go all over the straps and the backpacks and also the wood on the guns. Again, like, we're aiming for like a paint scheme where you can kind of see the colors underneath still, but it's not the main feature. Sort of like how the ghosts look in Ghostbusters, where you can still kind of see what they're wearing and the colors come through a little bit, but then they're also quite ghostly. So we're going to take some German gray next. This is going to go on the gas masks and basically any of the parts where we want them to be metal on the guns as well. We're staying away from true metallic metals, not all of them, but for our silver we're going to use this instead. Next, we're grabbing some howling sand, and this is going to go all over the main robes of the heretic priest, trench ghost, trench priest, ghost priest. It doesn't matter. It's awesome miniature though. That matters. And we're taking some skeleton horde, and obviously this is going on the bone parts of the skeleton. You know, really simple. Paint some bone with skeleton horde. And we're taking some old gold next, and this is going to go on any of the parts that we want to have a little bit of gold. So that would be the crosses hanging down here on this dude, priest, also the giant staff he has, which is a giant staff for a ghost to be rolling around with, but you know, whatever. And we're going to take some Rainforest next. Now, this is just a really, really, really light dry brush to kind of just tie some of what we're going to do next together. Because we're taking that Rainforest, we're putting it into our airbrush, and all those flames are going to get a nice even coat of the Rainforest. If it spills over onto any of the parts of the miniature, that's fine, because it's going to make it look slightly kind of glowy. And yeah, so all those flames are getting a nice airbrush of Rainforest. Then we're taking some Hex Wraith Flame. This is going all over the flames. Yeah, don't let it pool too much. I know we've said this before, but also let it do its thing enough. So get that Hex Wraith Flame everywhere. You don't want to leave a spot open because it will be quite glaring. And we hop back to our Rainforest and we do a dry brush up of all of the flames that we just did. So we're kind of bringing it back up, lightening it. It's going to make it end up looking a little bit more glowy, and we're not too concerned with hitting the edges. We're going to add a little bit of yellow to that Rainforest and do an even lighter dry brush up of all those colors. And we're going to take some amber green base shade and light. This is the Vallejo True Metallic system that they have. We'll put on the base green on this, I don't know what it is, gem or stone. And then the wash goes, you know, kind of push that towards the edges. And then obviously we're going to take our light green next and just bring up that color again. And yeah, it doesn't look exactly finished. So I'm going to take a little bit of Hex Wraith Flame, you know, that one, and put it on there as a glaze, do the base, and these guys are done. So what do you guys think? I'm really happy with how they turned out. They're super fun miniatures. They are ghosts with lanterns and staffs, and in this case, a ghost with a gas mask and a machine gun and a boot on his backpack, which is insane. But really, we're going for simple color choices that can kind of just be like generic soldiers, because that's none of it is the focus. Like, the focus is definitely the green glowing flames. Like, that's what's bringing the miniatures to life and making them look really good. And I mean, you could do it all with a solid coat and then dry brush. I just have an airbrush, so it makes it a little bit easier. It also makes it a little bit smoother, but you could do it all just with a dry brush and it would look really good still. And there's tons of stuff right now about Trench Crusade and their license. I know that Wargames Crew was originally compatible. They had that compatible with Trench Crusade sticker. I don't know if they still are or not, but I really think the stuff they're putting out is awesome. So you will probably see more of it coming up. And as always, we want to thank our Patreon supporters: Charming Grenade, Richie Fender, LK, Blaster Boy Mike, Stuart Drake, and Bowties and Bugbears. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It means so much to me. And I want to thank all of you for watching today. Please remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube stuff. Please go check out Blastercaded Playing. That is where we are playing games, and we are going to have some Trench Crusade at some point coming up soon. Other than that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Go paint.